friends, in the series of learning C++ programming, in the previous session we have seen different types of inheritance. Now in this session I am going to explain one example of single inheritance, but there we will use visibility mode private. Now if visibility mode is public, then what will happen, how we can access base class members in derived class, everything we have seen in the first session. But here I am going to explain private inheritance. Okay, if we have mentioned visibility mode as a private, then what will happen, that everything we have to explain in this session in detail. There is a class number and it is having two data members A and B, and from that number class I am creating one D number class, and for get and display again we have suppose written their member functions, and in D number I just want to multiply those two numbers and display the multiplication. That's it. Now here this type of inheritance, we know that if there is only one base and one derived, then that is a single inheritance. While inheriting, if we have mentioned visibility mode as a private, then what will happen? If these two data members are private, then what will happen? Everything we have to discuss in depth in this session. You will get clear understanding of inheritance concept in this session. Here we have to just write that hash include IOStream, then using namespace std, everything. After that we will create class number. Here there are two data members we have to declare. Currently I am declaring those two data members as a protected. Okay, and in public section we have to write member functions like getAB and displayAB. Let void getAB. Here I am passing those two integers, let P and Q. Okay, now what we have to write, whatever passed value, first number to this getAB function, that will gets copied inside P, and second number will gets copied inside Q. The same values we have to assign to A and B. How to do that? Simple. A equals to P and B equals to Q. Always keep in mind whatever value you want to assign, that should be on right hand side, and the variables, the data member should be on left hand side always. Now next one is void putAB. Simple, we have to just display here those two numbers. Like let's see out, let num1 colon A and num2 colon B in this way. Now close the class and give semicolon. Now we have to create derived class here. How to create derived class? See, class D number, and here we have to write colon. We have to see this private inheritance concept. Okay, but currently I am writing here public. Then here which class? Number is a base class. Now here we have to write just multiply member function, that's it. Inside public section we will write only the multiply member function. We will just display the multiplication only. Okay. Now here void multiply. See out, multiplication is equal to A into B. See, these are the two data members are A and B. That's it. Close the class. Now here we can access these A and B directly, because this inheritance is public inheritance, as well as these two data members are protected. That's why this is allowed. Okay, the protected members are accessible inside derived classes. If these two are private, then we cannot access here. Now here in main we have to create object of this derived class. Void main, we have to create object of this D number obj. Now simple, we have to call all the member functions one by one. Obj dot get AB. Here we have to pass, let 5 and 7 I am passing. Then obj dot put AB, it will display those two numbers. And finally we have to call this multiply member function. See, this object is of type derived, that's why it is having all these functionalities. This class I am deriving from number, that's why everything will come automatically here. And again one more point is, this is public, that's why public section will come here inside public section. That's why we can directly access these member functions. See, only public is accessible outside the class. Okay, if this derivation is public, then in that case public section of base class will come inside public section of derived class always. Always keep in mind, protected will become protected in derived class. But if these two data members are private, then that will not come here. That's why we cannot directly access A and B here. Always keep in mind. And protected will become protected means what? If you are creating any derived class from this class, if you are considering this class as a base class for any derived class, then inside this class A and B will be inside protected section, and that will be inherited automatically in derived classes, because always protected will become protected in derived class if this derivation is public. That's why always just write here public. That is always better idea, and just declare the data members as a protected, so that we can directly access those data members in derived classes without any problem. Okay, but if this one is private or if this one is private, then what will happen, that we have to see in depth. But before that, see this example. Here A and B are protected members. These two member functions are there in base class, and in derived class multiply member function is there, which is newly added. And here we are creating object of derived class, and we are calling all the methods one by one. No problem, this program will work fine. Now see, these are private, then what will happen? If base class private members are there and you want to access those private members in derived class, then that is not allowed, whether this inheritance may be public, private, protected, anything. Private is not inherited. Always keep in mind. If anything is private in base, it will never come in derived, whether this visibility mode may be private, public, protected, anything. Getting? Now, private is not inheritable in any case. That's why always it is better to declare the data members as a protected in case of inheritance. But I want to handle this. Whether it may be private, I just want to access here. Then you know that private data of a class we can access outside that class with the help of member functions. That part we will use here. See, we have to write two additional member functions here to achieve this. How? Simple. Here we have to write simple int get a. Suppose get a means return a. I have to just return value of a from this function outside that class with the help of member function. Okay, that's why getter methods we have to use simple int get a. Here we have to return a, and next int get b and return b. Simple. Using these member functions we can access here a and b. Also here we can access that a and b, no problem. Now because this get a and get b, these are public is easily accessible in derived classes as well as outside that class, anywhere you can access. Now here we can directly access this get a and get b. Okay, now here we will call like get a into get b. Now no problem, now the program will work fine. The remaining part will be same as it is if this is private. Then getting? Now suppose I am making this part as a private. This is called as a privately inheriting any class. Means here private inheritance we are using. Now what will happen? See, in case of public inheritance, if this is public, see inside a class some members are private, some members are public, and some members are protected. And if visibility mode we have mentioned as a public, then private is not accessible, it is not possible, means not inheriting. Okay, private members are never inheriting in any case. Okay, it may be public, private or protected. Means this visibility mode, suppose you have mentioned as a public, private or protected, anything, in all these cases these private members are not inheritable. You have to do these tasks, means getter methods you have to write, and using those methods you have to access the private data of that base class. Okay, now if this derivation is public, then private is not accessible, public become public and protected become protected. Getting? Means public become public, protected become protected, and private is not inheritable. Okay, not applicable. Here I am writing only I. Now next, if this visibility mode is private, then what will happen? This private is not inheritable, and this public or any protected member is supposed there, that will become private here. See what will happen here in this case that I am going to explain. Only keep in mind, if this visibility mode is private, then private is not accessible, that we have already seen. In all cases private is not accessible, means not inheriting. Okay, if anything is protected, suppose these A and B are protected, then those become private here. Again these member functions also, whatever public section, that will again inside private section, means everything will become private, means public as well as protected become private. Getting? Means what? See here I am creating object of D number class, and I am directly accessing obj.getAb, obj.putAb and obj.multiply. Here this is private, that's why this getAb, putAb, this getA and getB, everything will become private here in this derived class. Now private is not accessible outside that class. Means suppose you have created any object of this D number class, then there you cannot access this private directly like this obj.getAb, obj.putAb, you cannot access. Then there is a solution that something is private inside any class, then that you have to access with the help of member functions. Means for calling these member functions outside that class, you have to call through public member functions of this class if this is private. Now what is the solution here? In this case we have to just write two more methods here to call this getAb and putAb. Okay, how simple? Void, let here I am writing get underscore ab, I am writing. See here there is no any underscore, name should be different. Here integer p, integer q, and here I am calling that getAb of base, because that is inside private section of this class, that you can access inside public section. Private data is accessible inside that class very easily, no problem. That's why we can call getAb member function here, no problem, but not outside that class, because that is now private because of this private visibility mode. Now getAb, and here we will pass that p and q, that's it. And now void put underscore ab, I am writing. See the difference? Same name is not there. Okay, if base class and derived class is having same name, then there is one more concept, that is function overriding, that I am not explaining here. I am just explaining currently private inheritance. Give some different name here, put underscore ab, and here we will call that putAb. Means through public member functions you can access private data of that class. Now here we have to make one change, get underscore ab, put underscore ab. Now this program will work fine, no problem will be there. This is in case of private inheritance. Means if there is something private that is not inheritable, means A and B we cannot access directly here in any case. Okay, if there is something public or something protected, that will become private in derived class. Now private means we cannot directly access here. That's why that we have to access with the help of any other member functions that we are doing here. Getting my point? Okay, try to understand, this is very much important concept. Using public member functions we will fetch this here, and indirectly we can fetch this, because actually we are not fetching from this. All this part will be here inside private section of this D number class. Getting? And now from private section we are just calling these. This is allowed but not outside that class. Getting? This is private inheritance. How we can achieve? Now if this is protected, then this inheritance is protected, means this visibility mode is protected, then private is not inheritable, and protected and public will become protected. That's it. Only keep in mind this part. Now what is the meaning of protected? Protected members are accessible inside that class as well as in derived class, but not outside that class. In case of protected also we have to do this thing. Again program will work similarly just like a private visibility. Now only one change is there. If this is private, then in inherited class you cannot access this part. Again from this class you are creating any new class, then there you cannot access this get AB and put AB. Here only you can access. Okay. But if this is protected, then that becomes protected here. This is again protected here. Means this is accessible in derived. Means in derived class that will become again protected. Getting my point? Just keep in mind these points. If this access modifier is private, then whatever private data is not inheritable in derived, but public and protected will become private. Keep in mind. That's it. Means we cannot directly access this get AB and put AB outside that class. This is all about private inheritance. Now in the next session we will see multiple inheritance. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Thank you.